Hello and welcome to today's lesson. Again, we're teaching English Grade 1, Unit 12, What Do We Wear? Today we're going to be focusing on our grammar lesson, how to use the apostrophe plus S. Before we get into the new vocabulary, let's review yesterday's lesson. Yesterday was all about using sequences. So let's read this story and see if it is in the correct sequence. Blank, he showers. Blank, he wakes up. Blank, he picks up his bag. Blank, he gets dressed. Blank, he gets out of bed. Oh my goodness gracious, boys and girls, that story does not sound correct. Can you have a shower before you wake up? No, that is definitely wrong. And you definitely cannot get dressed before you get out of bed. So this story is very wrong and we need to fix it. How are we going to fix it? Let's go to the next slide. So what I need you to do, boys and girls, is to write those sentences into the correct order by using first, next, then, after that, finally. Make sure you use them in the correct sequence. Think about when you wake up in the morning. What is the first thing you do? Do you wake up first? Do you shower first? Do you pick up your bag first? Do you get dressed first? Or do you get out of bed first? What's the first thing you do? What's the next thing you do? Then what do you do? After that, what happens? Finally, what's the last thing you do before you go to school? So think hard about that, boys and girls. While you're thinking about that, please get your English notebooks ready. Alright, here we go, boys and girls. So copy the black square into your notebooks. Remember, do not copy the white lines or the green square. Make sure you put the commas in the correct place and don't worry about the colors. You may use a normal pencil. So in the green square is the story, but the sentences are in the wrong sequence. You need to fix the correct sequence. Put the sentence in the correct order. So make sure in the black square, grade 1A, you will copy Wednesday, 21st of April. Grade 1B, you will copy Thursday, the 22nd of April, 2021. Again, the title will be the same, review sequences. Remember to leave one line open and write sentence number 1 at the red, first, comma, space. What do you think is the first thing that we do? Do we shower? Wake up? Very good. That's the first thing we have to do. So first, he wakes up. So make sure you think about what's the first thing you can do and get the story in the correct sequence. Boys and girls, you will only have 5 minutes to copy these sentences. So get your pencils and get copying. Your time starts now. Okay, boys and girls, if you need to have some more time to continue copying these sentences, please pause the video now. Okay, boys and girls, let's practice our vocabulary for today. Most of these words you know, so we're going to go really fast. The only tricky one is number 1. So let's begin. Muddle. Muddle. Mud. Dull, muddle. Alright, so the word muddle means to make a mess. It's just a big mess, it's a big muddle. It means the same as messy or untidy. The rest of the words, skirt, socks, shoes, shirt, t-shirt, and shorts, we've already done. So if you need to practice them, feel free to practice now. The other things we need to know for today's lesson is we will have a few boys' names. If we look at the green rectangle, we have David, Bob, Ben, Hamid, Deepa, Lemming, and Ali. We will also have some girls' names. So let's look at the green square. We have Deepa and Jill. So boys and girls, make sure you recognize these words. If you want to practice them some more, please rewind the video and play it one more time. Let's move on to the next slide. Alright, now let's move on to the important vocabulary for today. The first word we're learning about is called apostrophe. Can you say that? Practice with teacher. Apostrophe. Apostrophe. It's 4 syllables, so listen carefully. Apostrophe. Excellent. Good practice, boys and girls. If you can see on the picture, we have the word apostrophe, equals, and the tiny little line at the top. An apostrophe is the type of comma that we use at the top of words, not at the bottom like the comma we've been using so far. So, the apostrophe can mean many things like we've practiced before with didn't. It shows us that the letter is missing. Did not. We're missing letters or we're missing words. Today we're going to be learning another use for the apostrophe. Let's go on. Today, we will see many times in the sentences it reads apostrophe plus S. If we look after the equal sign, you can see the apostrophe is above and to the left of the S. So think about it, it'll always be apostrophe S. For now anyway, there's many more rules to this and you'll learn them more in grade 4. But for now in grade 1, just remember apostrophe S. And it'll be very easy. Let's see how we can use an example. In our lesson, you will see people's name plus the apostrophe plus the S. So if you can see in our example, we have David's. That's nice and easy. You can see the name of teacher David. We can see after the name is the apostrophe, and then after the apostrophe we have the S. Make sure that you get the sequence correct. Never put the apostrophe in the start of the word or at the end unless you really mean to. Our example, this is David's cookie. Easy. This is David's cookie. Alright, we do not mean that David is plural. That's why we show the apostrophe is there. And don't worry, we'll get into a little bit deeper what does this mean in 1 minute. But now we know whose cookie is that? That's right, it's David's. Alright, let's move on to the lesson for today. We add apostrophe S to the person's name to show ownership. Just like we learned in our earlier lessons, his, her, their, which shows us who does something belong to. But we can still use people's names and the apostrophe S to show who is the owner. So if something belongs to you, it means that it is yours or that you own it. Okay, it doesn't belong to anybody else, it's yours. Let's look at the example. This is Jill's teddy bear. This sentence shows us that the teddy bear belongs to Jill. And always remember that the apostrophe S comes after the person's name. So we have Jill apostrophe S. Follow the red arrow, it's not hard to see. Jill apostrophe S. Please, boys and girls, remember that sequence. If you can get that right, it'll be super easy to get full points on our next quiz. Let's go on to the next slide. Let's have a look at our homework for today. I need you to practice reading textbook on page 42. Let's read it together. The PE lesson is over. What a muddle. Okay, we can see the PE. This is where we are training our body. It's a physical education. Okay, and we see that there's a mess on the floor. It's a muddle. There are clothes all over the place. Who do these belong to? Practice reading with teacher. Let's go. Who do these belong to? Who do these belong to? That is Ben's shirt. Those are Hamid's socks. Do you see, boys and girls, how we use the apostrophe S on Ben's name and Hamid's name to show who does the shirt belong to and who do the socks belong to? Who are their owners? Let's practice again. Let's go a little bit faster. That is Ben's shirt. Very good. Let's do part 2 of it. Those are Hamid's socks. Very good. Let's see what the girl says. That is Deepa's skirt. Those are Lemming's shoes. All right, so when we are using people's names, obviously we're not speaking about ourselves. We're speaking about other people. So the girl that is speaking now, this is not Deepa. She is speaking about the other girl. Okay, let's practice the sentences. Let's do it in 2 parts. Remember, teacher first and you second. That is Deepa's skirt. Nice. Those are Lemming's shoes. Very good. Let's look at the last one. That is Anne's t-shirt. Those are Ali's shorts. Okay, nice and easy sentence. Let's do it one more time. Practice with teacher. That is Anne's t-shirt. Those are Ali's shorts. Remember, the apostrophe S after a name tells us who or what something belongs to. This works for people names and for animals names. For example, Teacher David has a kitten named Spike. Spike has a ball. That is Spike's ball. The apostrophe S shows us who it belongs to. Alright, so for the second part of our homework, I need you to complete your workbook on page 40. So please, if you need some time to prepare your workbook, please pause the video now. Okay, let's continue. So, question asks us, this title is called Lost Property. Write sentences about the pictures. So we have many people, Ali, Anne, Ben, Rosna, Hamid, and Lemming. And of course there are many things that could belong to them. A cap, a bag, a t-shirt, a skirt, some shorts, and some shoes. But they're all mixed up. So please be careful and remember, notes on number 1, answer number 1 is about Ali. If we read the sentence, this is Ali's t-shirt. So if you see where Ali is, there's a dot, follow the line, and you see the line goes to a t-shirt. That means the t-shirt belongs to Ali. So that means question number 2 will be about Anne, number 3 will be about Ben, number 4 will be about Rosna, number 5 about Hamid, and number 6 about Lemming. Let's see if I can help you some more. Alright, let's look at the answer for number 2. Follow the green arrow, you'll see where Anne is. If you follow the line next to Anne's picture, you'll see where the second green arrow points is to her skirt. That means the sentence we must write for number 2 is about Anne's skirt. Let's read the answer. This is Anne's skirt. Very, very easy. Just please remember, the apostrophe S always comes after the person's name. So that's what's going to show it who it belongs to. This is Anne's skirt. You can see the apostrophe S is in red. Lastly, boys and girls, don't forget that we'll use these are if the noun is plural. For example, These are shoes. So please be careful with number 4 and number 6. You'll see teachers helped you by writing the start of the sentence there for you. Think about the singular, we use this is, and the plural, these are. Make sure you get your sentences correct. And that's it for the end of our class today, boys and girls. If you would like to review anything, you're welcome to find the link on Google Classrooms, and you can rewatch this video as many times as you need to. Don't forget the rules, make sure you practice your reading, and please don't eat David's cookie. Goodbye, everyone, and have a nice day. Bye-bye.